Your final question for today, Manish, and this is slightly more personal, in the sense that you have spoken about your bank, you've spoken about your thought process behind it, you've spoken about consumer behavior and why they're looking at more and more such new digital banks, and you've also spoken about the role of the regulator. But for people who would like to follow in your footsteps, people who would like to start their own neobank, not necessarily in the Philippines and being competition to you, but let's say in the region or globally, what advice would you give them? What should they keep in mind when they are, starting off new and launching a new greenfield bank?
Well, you really put me on a spot out there. Uh, we have just about started our journey, and it's a long road ahead, and we have a lot to kind of prove to ourselves and to the world on our success. But that said, let me share a few perspectives. Mm. I think firstly, it is very important to kind of have a clear sense, identify the problem that you're looking to solve. It should be a real problem and not getting into kind of a digital bank because it's the hottest segment right now. The problem can be micro problem around a product like savings. It can be around a segment like students. It can be around a category like lifestyle, or even something broader like what we are addressing, which is mass and mass affluent segments across the whole life cycle of needs. So that's one key aspect. I think the second aspect is around technology. Technology is both an enabler and differentiator of this. What you're building, you're not building for today. You're building for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And looking at what's happening in innovation and technology in the last 5 or 6 years, there's going to be constant change. So whether you're building from scratch or you're buying, it's very important that you choose your partners wisely. You need to have the right partners who are bringing in the most modern techs, who are as committed to invest into the latest technology, because that's going to define your success over the next few years. Thirdly, I would say that use the ecosystem, leverage the ecosystem. Don't underestimate its power. You are there to solve the problem. Don't be caught into this kind of emotional ego to kind of build everything. There are today tons of solutions out there and products which are very good, but they have not been effectively channelized, and that's something you should always be look out for. Not only is going to kind of reduce your go-to-market time, it will probably even lead to a better solution. And lastly, I would say that think big, execute small. Your vision should be grand, but your execution should be baby steps, measured. Uh, taking our example, we have a big vision, but it does not mean that we are going to do everything, all the products and everything on day one. Being very selective, choose a country, choose a particular segment, just the products, and grow over that towards your vision.